Well, the Democrats woke up to even more bad news on Wednesday morning after President Trump's historic speech to Congress. It was already bad enough for them because over the last 6 weeks, President Trump has been doing exactly what he said he was going to do before he got elected. The American people are getting exactly what they voted for. This man right here won the popular vote, and he is doing what the people want. And they are reeling, but now they just got a dose of even more bad news. So we're going to get into these details. My name is Clayton Kearns from TrendingPolitics.com. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video. You have no idea how much it helps us out in the algorithm. And this is the only way that we can really fight back against the propaganda of the mainstream media. So please do that right now. And the core theme for this entire night, which is leading to why it was such a bad night for Democrats, is exactly this reason here. President Trump prefaced it, and it was perfect posturing. He was saying, there is absolutely nothing that I can do to make you guys clap. I could literally, have miracles happening and you guys would still complain about it. So let's watch a few seconds of this.
Look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what.
And so that leads us to what happened next with Al Green, who tried to make a name for himself. He just was desperate for attention. And he got that attention, sadly. However, you could just tell that this was super pre-planned. You could tell that he was going to be like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stand up and I'm going to, have my cane, raise my cane at President Trump. And I'm not going to sit down until they force me to leave, because he wanted these optics. Although I don't know why he would. And we're going to get into that next.
Continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum. The chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
They're singing na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. And I don't understand how people like this guy gets elected in the first place. I really don't. But that brings us to why it was such a bad night for the Democrats. Not only did President Trump absolutely crush it, but his approval rating for this speech was astronomical. 76% of Americans approved of this speech. And Democrats just yesterday were saying, oh my gosh, President Trump is underwater with the American people. It looks like this speech turned that around. Not that he was underwater with people, but as you know, with approval polls, some are up, some are down. But the average was that President Trump was above water, but one poll, and they're like, oh my gosh, he's the most unpopular president in history. Yeah, how's that working out for you now? Let's take a look at this.
The results. What was your reaction to Trump's speech? 44% of speech watchers in our instant poll tonight say they had a very positive reaction to Trump's speech. 25% somewhat positive, 31% negative.
I'm telling you guys right now, in our political climate right now, this is a landslide of epic proportions. To get 76% of people to have at least a somewhat positive view of your speech when you are the most divisive president in history is absolutely massive.
To the results. What was your...
So that's that. And then there's more results here from a CBS News poll. Let's take a look at this here. So when people were asked, let's make this a little bit bigger here. When people were asked, how did the speech make you feel? 68% of the people said hopeful. 54% of the people said proud. Think about that. More than half of Americans were proud at that speech last night. And then 27% were worried and 16% were really angry. Okay, so we have a huge amount of people who approved of this speech, and we have more numbers here as well. In another part of the survey, they ask, in speech, Trump was presidential, entertaining, inspiring, unifying. 62% of people said he was unifying. And what did all those people see on the screen? They saw the Democrats make absolute fools of themselves. Case in point, that same poll showed that 80% of the viewers believe that Al Green's behavior right there was completely inappropriate. That is insane. I mean, think about the swing. Al Green's behavior actually probably contributed to President Trump's approval rating for this speech. I mean, it's just a total disaster for Democrats right now. Let's watch this 20-second clip.
During the course of the event, which is wanting to get reaction on Congressman Al Green's antics and being ejected, 80% of speech watchers said that the Democratic congressman's interrupting of Trump's speech was inappropriate. Only 20% of speech watchers thought what Green did was appropriate.
And those 20% are some of the most radical people in our country. So now we're going to get to a point of the speech that was probably the most despicable thing I have ever seen by the Democrats, and that is saying something. This moment right here, the moment that was heard all around the world last night, DJ Daniel, who has been surviving cancer for 6 years right now, after being told that he only had 5 months to live. So 6 years ago, he was told, you only have 5 months to live. He's had 13 brain surgeries since then. He was bullied. And President Trump made him an honorary Secret Service agent. And the Democrats refused to clap for him. Just let that sink in. They hate President Trump so much that he just fulfilled this young man's dream. He always wanted to be a police officer. He always dresses up in police costumes. His dream was to be a police officer, and now he's an honorary Secret Service agent. And the Democrats wouldn't even clap for him.
And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
I mean, look at his reaction. You guys, look at his face. He says, what? It's so good. That hug is everything. And so they panned on a different angle, camera angle. They panned to the Democrats, and they're sitting there stone-faced. They did not clap, they did not cheer, they did not stand for this young man who I don't know his full condition, but I don't believe he is cancer-free. They've never said he's cancer-free. It's just he has lived for 6 years with this condition. So he's not cancer-free, he's not totally out of the woods yet. And this is the best moment of his life. And the Democrats are so despicable that they don't care about him. Why? Because it's President Trump. If Joe Biden would have made this child an honorary Secret Service agent, they would have been cheering and clapping like seals. But it's all politics to them, and they don't care. And that leads me to the final clip of the night, which is why it just was one of the worst nights ever for Democrats. President Trump sat there, looked at them in the face, and basically said, "What's up? You guys tried to keep me down, try to prosecute me," and in the famous words that will go down in history, how did that work out? Let's watch it in all its glory.
We've ended weaponized government where, as an example, a sitting president is allowed to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me. How did that work out? Not too good. Not too good.
Not too good. God, I love it.
And I have stopped all government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back. And 2 days ago, I signed an order making English the official language of the United States of America.
I mean, like, guys, this is like the cherry on top. This man overcomes everything he overcame in the last few years, political prosecutions, all these different indictments, everything like that. He almost loses his life twice. Once the bullet pierces his ear, and the other, the assassination attempt, is thwarted before it could get to him. And then he wins the election in triumphant fashion and becomes the president of the United States. And now he looks at them and says, how did that work out? You just can't say it any better than that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Like I said earlier, it helps us out so much. And hey, if you're still watching this video by now, that means you really like this content, and we are appreciative to have you here. And it's subscribers like you that help us to do what we can do. So thank you so much. And also, if you're still watching, we have a daily Trump Tracker email that goes out every single day. The link to that is in the description below. It is getting rave reviews. We have over 85,000 other patriots just like you who are joining that list every single day, and it's your daily digest of every single thing that Trump did. We also add a little flair of personality and jokes and memes and things like that. It's just a really good time. So please be a part of that and sign up for that in the description, and I will be seeing you next time.